Hello and welcome to the NAPCS coverage of the Pennzoil 400 for the Napa Auto Parts Cup Series from Atlanta Motor Speedway. I am King in the booth by myself again tonight. Currently about coming towards halfway through group qualifying to kick off this event, and currently watching the 39 of Tom, owner of DSR, make his first start this season. Currently leading this pack as they come around this mile-and-a-half super speedway to try and set fast laps to set the starting positions for this event. But got a solid field size here, 11 cars in qualifying. Some contact up at the front. Watching the 66 now. That's Hellhound in the Baird Motorsports development cars. Torino's spinning around on the front stretch. Able to get it back under control. Oh, contact down the backstretch. 4 wide at the front until the 66 backed out hard. Got a big shot to the back from his teammate, Flicker, the 48. Watching the 28 of Vindictive now get pushed out front by Dragon from DSR. Frendo from DRT in the 3. Back-to-back winner in the Cup Series, working the outside, now he's dropping back. Going to try and get a big run as these guys are going to be able to make it around for one more lap. Currently Forza holds the pole, followed by Flicker, first and second in points, first and second on the board in qualifying so far. Forza is not on track. Oh wait, yes he is. Here's Torino merging. Probably not going to be a good lap for him as his teammate and driver Zach goes spinning down the front stretch. This will be the last lap for everyone, it looks like. Lots of contact going on here. I don't think anybody's going to get a good lap. Yeah, they're all bunched together below the apron. Lots of people getting jackknifed. A lot of people below the apron. The timer hits 0. Here they come to complete this lap. And it's likely Forza will hold on to the pole, and yes he does. Forza claims yet another pole on the season. Robloxian from Drone Strike Racing behind him for second, and Flicker dropped to third. Litman Nick back in the seat part-time with Drone or DRT, and and Supreme, owner of DRT, rounding out the top 5 after qualifying. So we will get set up, we will take a quick intermission, and we will be right back once the cars are lined up and rolling under caution. we are back. The drivers have been shown the 1 to go, so we will be going green this time. Drivers are already in their positions. Forza took the pole, as you saw. To his outside, it's the 62 of Robloxian from Drone Strike Racing. Our Dodge Charger pace car leading them through turns 3 and 4 for the final time before they see the green flag. 110 laps the distance tonight from Atlanta. Stage 1 will be 25 laps. Stage 60 the stage 2 end, and then it's 50 laps to the end. Off of turn 4 though, pace car is on pit road. Forza into the Ohio Western restart zone, and we are green from Atlanta. Robloxian with a really good start, but Nick shooting right up the middle immediately. Got no help behind him though. Supreme gonna help the 47. Now he's gonna jump up in front of his teammate, try and go around Forza. 3 wide down the backstretch. Rocky on the top. Got help from Flicker trying to make something happen. Forza now trying to get behind the 2 Dodges. Oh, barely space behind him. Now they're 4 wide for the lead. Forza, Nick, Supreme, Robloxian bottom to top. Off of turn 4 for the first time tonight. It's gonna be Supreme leading lap 1 in his home track race. They're still 5 wide. 29 backs out of it, and the 48's up into the wall with the 62. Gonna lose a little bit of time, not gonna be terrible though. 33 trying to protect himself from the field. Now here comes Forza to his inside though. Forza back out front. Dragon getting a shove from his teammate to the inside though. Off of turn 4 again, gonna be Dragon leading this lap. A lot of Forza up front. Oh, around goes the 26, nearly off his teammate's front nose. Forza gets jackknifed. Lots of contact in the 1 that time. .39 of Conductor Tom now leading the bottom lane with his teammate behind him. Contact into the corner. Oh, around goes the 48 of Flicker. He straightens it back out. Now it's DSR teammates Zach and Tom 1 and 2 at the head of this field, trying to get hooked up together. Tom puts a big block on the 29 going into 1. Zach running the top, vindictive in the 28, getting sideways. Around goes the 29. Oh, and we got multiple cars around. That's going to be a caution. First caution of the night comes out on lap 3. For the race back, it's going to be Supreme over Zach, Flicker, Torino, and Hellhound. Pit road will be open this time as they slow down to pace car speed. Very intense first couple laps from Atlanta. Saw a lot of contact being made through the corners, a lot of 4 wide, a lot of what's the word? Bold moves as most of the field comes down pit road. Most of the field hits pit road. The 31 speeding on, and the 48 speeding on entry. Everyone hits pit road except the 3 of Rando, who I assume will pit on the second time. Pit road exit. Will anybody else be penalized? No, everybody's good coming off. So just the 48 and the 31. Oh, the 47 got a penalty. I didn't see that. Pit road is open a second time, and everybody's coming back in to top off. except for the 39 and the 66 who stay out to take the track position. Over fuel advantage, 62 speeds, he'll be to the back. 3 car, barely in his box. 31 on the line, that'll be a penalty for him. 47 in his box, and the 48 also in his box. So coming to the green flag this time by, drivers will choose their lanes on the back stretch. Torino now our leader, followed by the D2 driver Hellhound, running Bear Motorsports development car here tonight. Behind him, somebody who's been a very popular name, just in the wrong way, Vindictive. Made a lot of enemies so far in his first NAPRA season. Currently running third though, so not having a terrible night. As they come by the choose, majority of the field taking the outside, the opposite, quite the opposite of last night actually. The bottom was quite heavily favored within the D2 field, but these D1 guys, they've got more experience. They know how to hold that wheel straighter up top better, and they obviously have more trust in themselves and their competitors to hold the wheel straight. So it's Torino and Hellhound back to the green flag at Atlanta with 18 to go in stage 1. Nick with another great restart, jumps right from the second row to the front row to the lead, nearly got some contact. That's Hellhound in the 66 spinning off to the apron, collects it, and we stay green. 4 wide down the backstretch. Frando able to clear in front of his teammate Nick down the backstretch as there's contact made. 62 sliding, still 4 wide. The 28 backs out now. Up front though, the 39 and the 26 teammates from DSR are working together very nicely to get to the front and start to pull away from this hectic pack. But it's DRT teammates side by side behind them, Nick and Frando. They're going to be trying to get in line as there it is. Frando moves up in front of Nick in the 29. A lot of multi-groove racing we're seeing early here tonight. As let's take this opportunity to look at our keys to victory presented by Home Depot. One of the biggest points coming into this race was, will we see multiple lanes come into action here tonight? A big talking point leaving Daytona was it was really just a bottom feeding contest. Drivers were not really able to go side by side and make passes and form up 2 strong lanes. So changes were made to the racing package, to the tires, the aerodynamics, the spoilers, and so far tonight we're seeing a much better race than we saw at Daytona, as we got 5 wide action nearly through the corners here at Atlanta. This track is tight. I don't know how these guys think they have room to do that, but they're continuously shoving it in there, and see the 28 get a warning there. But let's look at the rest of our points on this key to victory. We've got finding friends. We've seen we've seen teammates from DSR and the STP work together. As you see the 26 and the 39 continue to pull away as these guys cannot get formed up. These two have driven away to over a second now. Very impressive teamwork out of Drone Strike Racing. Team owner Tom leading the way with Dragon behind him. Zach now moving into third with Forza from Blazing Technology Motorsports behind him. With a push from the 29, he gets shoved below though. 4 wide again in the pack. But another point is being able to gauge your runs and gauge your blocks. You don't want to make a move and get hung out to dry when you thought there was more coming. That'll really ruin your race, especially if we get later into this thing. As now Zach starts to pull away from the field in the 31. DSR has brought some really fast race cars tonight, and their drivers are doing a really good job of getting out of traffic and getting out by themselves and being able to start pulling away. So we'll see if this continues as the night goes on, and if the rest of the field can get their act together and start working together with other parties, other teammates, other manufacturers as this race goes on. So those were our keys to victory presented by Home Depot. As we are halfway through the first stage, 13 laps in, 13 laps to go. Things starting to settle down. Got two separate packs starting to form here as some of these Fords and Dodges are starting to work together. STP and BTM, two of the older tenured teams in the league, starting to work together. Both their team owners on the bottom there, Supreme and Forza, trying to work together. Now Forza looking to the middle between two of the Dodges. Oh, the 31 had some trouble on the front stretch. Lost a little bit of time. Forza now clears down the, or off of 2. Here comes the rest of this pack catching up to these three wide lanes here. First and second in points not having very fruitful days early here. It's Forza and Flicker, respectively. They're both mired back in this pack here, trying to make their way forward. The 26, on the other hand, from DSR, not having a great start to the season points-wise, but he's been consistent, made a lot of races, but he's currently got some great teamwork going on here with his team owner, Torino. Supreme looking low on for a move on the 31 into turn 3. Not able to make it shape. And Supreme able to get back down in front of his teammate Nick. Things starting to calm down here in this pack as they single file out down the front stretch through this quad oval. A very wide racing surface down that front stretch, and then it bottlenecks into turn 3. So, or turn 1, sorry. So, just yet another challenge for these drivers to have to face at this mile-and-a-half super speedway. One of its kind here in NASCAR. A lot of people refer to it as Talladega's little brother. So, yeah. Not a strong night for the Dodges, or for the Chevy so far, excuse me. We're seeing McAuliffe Motorsports' number 28 of Vindictive, and the two BMS cars from Bear Motorsports struggle early in this race. See Flicker and Hellhound. They're all lined up together, so got some opportunities to make some teamwork happen, but haven't seen those cars be quite able to make it to the front yet. As Forza slips up the track, tries to come back down in front of the 28. The 28, big checkup, almost got nailed into from behind by the 66, but he's going to drop all the way to the back of this line. Seven laps to go in stage 1. This field really has single filed out. They've all decided that they need to catch these two Fords up front, as they have opened up their lead to over 3 seconds in the first stage of this race. And as soon as I say they're getting in line, they start beating and banging, making contact. But the 26 and the 39, man, they are working together really well. This is Torino's first start this season, and a lot of jokes have been made about him through his time in the league about him being a super speedway merchant. He knows the jokes, but I think he embraces them. I mean, he's won a Daytona 500, he's won at Talladega, and he's currently dominating at Atlanta so far tonight. So, you know, if it's broke, don't fix it, or if it's not broke, don't fix it for the 39. And he's on a part-time schedule, and he's doing very well so far in his first start of the night. Forza now at the head of this field. absolutely wild what we're seeing here tonight. I didn't see any of this in the D2 race last night. We saw a little bit of it after green flag pit stops, but that's to be expected in the lower division with the less experienced drivers hitting pit road under green flag conditions. But this has been all under green. This gap that the 39 and 26 have built up, this has all been under green, and it's just because this pack just kept racing hard. They kept making contact, didn't want to push each other, and it's ultimately cost them they've just completely lost touch with these front two leading. Off of turn 4, coming to, I believe, 5 to go on the stage. 3, sorry, I don't know where I got 5 from. Oh, around goes to 33 in front of everyone. Can he get it straightened back out? He's trying. The 31 also spinning. Oh, a couple cars backwards. That might be a caution. That's got to be a caution. Yes, caution is out. So, the opposite of what you wanted to see from the 39 and the 26. But they're going to come to this race back. Easily secure first and second coming into this yellow flag. Forza takes home third. Going to be a side-by-side fight to the line for third or fourth. Looked like the 28 might have edged the 3 out at the last second right there. 33 and the 48 33 and the 48 make it across. Still waiting for the 31. Is he doing a Kyle Busch? Or he might need to respawn his car. Yeah. Pit road is open. I believe, yep, got a lot of takers right here. Supreme and Frendo stay out on this first trip down, but majority of the field follows the 39 and the 26. Tom nearly got pushed through his box. Nick way through his box. The 66 got some help through his box. 47. Oh, the 48 just doesn't stop at all. Here they come on their way down though. 29 already had a penalty. 66 also speeds exiting pit road, so definitely a penalty for him. Here goes to 28, finishing up his service, and he speeds as well. Second lap of pit road being open. 33 out of his box. The 3 car sped, I think. 48 also out of his box. Guys are struggling on pit road early tonight. Luckily it was under a caution, so the only penalty they will receive is a to the back for this upcoming restart. Like the road will be open a third time. A couple cars coming down to top off. Oh no, pit road was closed. Alright, we are all double filed up for this restart. The 29 and the 3 teammates from DRT going to bring us back to the green flag. Still out front. Oh, around goes to 26. Still crashing. We'll stay green though. We are back. The 39 now hooked up out front with the 48, but not quite able to break away from the field yet. The 31 and the 62 staying in touch. Nick also with the 66 in the middle and dropping down to the inside line. Looking like everybody's making the decision to just ride for now. Just make sure they stay with the 39 because he is absolutely rocketing away from the field. At least he was in stage 1. 3 wide between the 47, 31, and the 62. 3 Fords. 2 separate teams that got a little bit close. Robloxian gonna clear and around goes to 31. Number 47 got a nudge up to the top of the track. Torino continues to lead over Flicker and Robloxian now. Still leading here. 48 still in second. Here comes Forza now on the outside of the 62. No big move from the 66 in front of the 33. to go back to the middle now. Calhoun making his way up as well, along with his teammate. Ford, Chevy, the top four right now. Then we have Supreme in the 33 Dodge behind them in 5th. The top lane seems to be much more dominant tonight than it was last night. Looking to the bottom of the 66. Oh, 39 almost got turned from the lead by the 48. There goes the 47 looking to his inside. Flicker is able to cover it up. Torino holds on to the lead throughout that almost spin. Here comes Forza looking to the bottom of the 48, and the 66 is going to go with him. He might leave his teammate on the top. We'll see as they come through the dog leg. He will leave his teammate. Oh, now he almost tried to go back with him. It was not clear, though. Now he's going to try and push the 47 to the lead here, as Tom getting a little squirrely off the nose of the 48. Now the 66 still trying to get with his teammate, and Flicker will come down to the middle for him. Oh, and he gets turned! From second, Flicker gets turned. Torino continues to lead. Now got his teammates making their way up behind him. Here comes Robloxy and Zach on the top. Dragon Soul in the back with Flicker after getting spun off of turn 2. Comes Frando now, looking to take the lead from the 39 for the first time in a while, and he will with help from the 47. The only two winners in D2 or D1 this season, Frando and Forza working together now. Yeah, working together now in Atlanta. Oh, they're still wrecking 37. Sideways going into turn 1. Everything crumbling down for Torino now, but he's got his teammate behind him, going to try and mount a run back to the front. As now it's Frando leading this pack, Flicker back behind him, and then his teammate Supreme in the 33 behind them. He gets nudged up the track by Flicker. Oh, Flicker sideways off of turn 4. Contact off of 4, and around goes to 66. Saves it though. We stay green. 4 wide in the pack. That was about for the 4th position. Oh, why did he put his car there? He didn't go to pit road. It's the wall, goes to 47. Oh. 48 of Flicker fishtailing down the front stretch. Your reigning champion of the Cup Series. Currently middle 3, now back to 2. Fighting for the lead here, got his teammate behind him. And almost clear, he is clear. They both get down to the bottom. Still bumper to bumper. Oh, close call down to the apron. Torino making his way back up to the lead. Got the 48 underneath him. Lots of contact here. Torino was able to clear though. Flicker now got to run to the back bumper. Gonna push the 39 through the the quad oval. Sorry. Here comes the 62. Looking to the inside. Got up the track. Got into the 48. Oh, around goes to 28. A full 360 for Vindictive. Collects Forza, but they get it collected and they stay green. More contact up front in the pack. Torino continues to lead over Flicker and then his two teammates, Robloxian and Dragon. Closing in on 10 laps to go in stage 2. As the field comes down off the banking of turn 2. Flicker looking to the inside. Gonna drive back in line, take the push. Oh, the round goes to 31, nearly. Still 4 wide back here. Some people back out. It goes to 48 to the outside of the 39. Will the 62 go with his teammate? Yes, he will. He drops down. 66 also goes with the bottom lane. Now he pulls back out to help his teammate Flicker. Or will he? I would have gone with the 48 if I'm Hellhound, not scoring himself any brownie points with his teammate, but that's just me. Torino trying to block 3 lanes, and now he's getting turned by the 66 into the inside wall. Oh, and the 31 also contact with the 66. Now Hellhound's in the back. The 26 also getting turned now by the 33 of Supreme. Around he goes. Into the wall. I believe we will stay green. Should. We do. 3 wide entering turn 1 for second, or third, sorry. Side by side for the lead though. Flicker and Torino. The Chevys seem to have come to life after I was talking about them having a slow start to the night. Flicker, and here comes Vindictive now to the inside of 4 wide. Oh, there goes the 39. Oh, back up into traffic. They keep it going. Now here comes Supreme to the inside for the lead. Out of nowhere. 6 wide, nearly into turn 1. Wow. The 39 backed right out of that, but there's still 4 wide in front of him. Ballsy moves being made here at Atlanta. This is one of the narrower super speedways, and these guys are shoving it 4 and 5 wide like it's nothing. Consistently 3 wide, as we've seen tonight. The 26 merges and rejoins the field. Four wide again. 47 trying to show the nose to the 39. Oh, contact between them. Contact for the lead as well. 62 came down the track a bit. Oh! The 28 hit the 29 who stopped on the apron. Oh, caution's out. Pit road will be open this time. I believe it was Flicker who won the race back. Yeah, and he will lead them on to pit road. Fernando once again staying out. Gonna pit the second time, try and maximize the amount of fuel he can get packed into that Dodge Challenger, sorry. It's a Charger last year. But yellow flag pit stop's currently underway. Everybody making it into their boxes. It looked like everybody was good. A little bit of contact between the 33 and the 66 coming off. Back to the green flag. Forza, your leader, with Flicker outside of him. Four laps to go in stage 2. Top 5 all receive points. Top 2 receive playoff points. Supreme, middle of 3 wide. Got no help behind him though. Flicker and Forza trying to work the top. Here comes the 39 up the middle to assist the 33. His teammate out front though, the 26, coming to 3 laps to go in stage 1. It's 2, sorry. 4 wide through the quad oval. Forza backs out of it. Dragon continues to lead. Got his teammate in the 62 behind him. Oh, a big shove to the back of the 33. Got him way out of line on the bottom. Made some contact with the 39. Oh, the 47 and the 33 also making contact. 31 got shoved around a little bit too, but bringing us around to 2 to go. It's the 26 with Dragon. Once again, got his teammate behind him. Bear Motorsports teammates Hellhound and Flicker linked up behind them. Will they try and make a move? Well, now they get disconnected. Flicker goes high. Or got shoved high, maybe. And Hellhound tried to put a block on the 62 and just wasn't there. Now he's stuck in the middle. Dragon now disconnected with his teammate as well. Now he's got the 47 of Forza behind him. Oh, contact. Forza now takes the lead. Moves the 26 out of his way. Going to bring us to the white flag in stage 2. Oh, 47. Big shove from the 48. Nearly got turned. Here comes the 26 now to the outside. That gave him the opportunity to come fight for this. Oh, up the track goes for 47. So 66 looking to the inside of the 47. Not quite there. Forza's still clear. Oh, 26 getting turned. Saves it. Off of turn 4. Coming to the stage checker for stage 2. Forza gonna win another stage over Robloxy and Torino, Hellhound, and others. As there's contact across the line, and just like that, we are into stage 3 from Atlanta. No stage cautions as usual. all of the SR running inside the top 10, or top 6 really. Very strong night for that team. All of their drivers in attendance for the first time all season. Zach looking to the inside of the 47. Four wide in the pack. Zach on the inside of the 47, getting turned by the 33. And same with the 26 by the 66. Oh, contact. Oh, whoa! We got a car upside down. 62 barrel rolls. The caution will come out. Here's the race back. And the 47 will get it over the 33. Pit row will be open. And here they all come. Forza leading him down, Supreme behind him. '29 and the 28 speeding on entry. 33 out of his... No, he's in his box. They come off pit road, the race off. Forza wins it by a country mile. Torino leaves second. Second time. And got a couple takers. Oh, no, just the 29 it looks like. So, going back to green flag this time. Going back green with 44 laps to go until the end of this race. The 47 and the 39 going to be first the choose cone. Then the 66 and the 48. And they choose opposite lanes, the pair duo. A little surprising, but it's their decision, not mine. I'm sure they had meetings about what to do within that situation, so I won't judge. I'm just here to call a good race. So, which is what we're having. So, let's try something different. Let's go. Let's have a crank it up on the restart. welcome you back from that NAPRA Crank It Up presented by Jegs. 37 laps to go now in stage 3. Once again, you saw it. The 39 and the 26 have driven away again. They did this in the first stage and they got hooked up once again, and now they're doing it again in the final stage. So if we go caution free, it's going to be between these two on who gets the win. The rest of the pack trying to form up and catch them. Everybody on the bottom except for a few stragglers is now the 62 bumps the 47 up, and he's going to let him back down. The gap was a second and a half last time by. They opened it up to just under 2.5 seconds that time, so making an incredible pace. The front two are. Biloxian leading the bottom lane now. Flicker behind him pushing hard. Then Frando, Supreme, and Nick, 3 STP dodges in a row. Then McAuliffe Motorsports is Vindictive behind them. And Drone Strike Racing, Zach, and Hellhound from Bear Motorsports rounding out the field. Race is winding down, ladies and gentlemen, and it's the 39 and the 62 out front leading it by a wide margin over the rest of their competitors. But they're trying to close, trying to get organized, get in a nice line, and just make lap time, trying to run these two down. But the way that these two teammates have chemistry and the way that they're pushing, it's going to be really hard for this big pack of what, 8 or 9 cars to line up and just go, just like these two have. But if they are able to do that, they're going to be moving, because that stack draft is much more powerful with the amount of cars that they have compared to just two, no matter how well they push together. And we'll likely have another pit stop if we do go green all the way, so that's definitely an opportunity for guys to make mistakes. Oh, big slide for the 47 through 3 and 4. Off the front nose with the 66. Oh, 28 through the grass. Gonna rejoin. Not sure what happened there. Probably lag spiked. Beautiful night here from Atlanta, Georgia. Been a very exciting race at times. When these guys are all racing hard for position. Stage 2 had a very exciting, very intense finish. Now these guys are just trying to get hooked up together, though. Catch these DSR teammates up front who have been really kind of dominant once we've gotten into long runs in these races. They've just been able to fight each other in the pack, hook up, and then drive right to the front and just pull away. It's really impressive what Torino and Dragon have been able to do here tonight. If they can pull this out and finish it, it'll definitely be a great night for Drone Strike Racing. Yet to have won in any division in the NAPRA so far. They haven't won in D2, even though they have Michigan leading the points down there coming into this weekend. And they haven't won in D1 either. It's been all Forza and Frando up here. Only had 2 winners so far this season. But one of these two is looking to break that streak, or break that trend. Really all the DSR4s have been strong tonight. see Zach and Robloxian are leading this pack, 3rd and 4th, as Zach now gets moved up out of lineup. A little bit of a rough season for Zach, but he's historically started off slow and then gained enough momentum or enough speed at the end of the season, at the end of the regular season, to make his way into the playoffs. So we'll see if he can Houdini his way into the postseason once more. Speaking of the postseason, I'd like to break it down for you. Let me break it down for you, Mark. Sorry. Yeah, let's break down the playoffs for the NAPRA here. So you'll see our bracket right here as Supreme hits the wall hard. We've got 3 rounds. So we've got the wild card round, the competitor round, and the championship duel. All new for this season. Supreme still, or no, that's Nick, sorry, fishtailing through the field. Oh, hard hit for the 47 into the inside wall. And around goes to 62. Oh my gosh, what is happening? Lots of cars spinning and contact, and the caution comes out. Looks like the playoffs will have to wait, as we now have our 5th caution of the night with 26 to go. Terrible scenes for the front 2. Pit road is open, and the usual takers come in, and some guys stay out. We're right around the fuel range, so I wouldn't be surprised if some of these guys stayed out and tried to get as much fuel into these tanks as they can, try and maximize how much they can get and how far they can make it to the end of this. So you see these 3 staying out, going to pit on a second time by. I would assume the rest of the field would come by on this second time as well, just to top off, be as safe as possible to make it to the end. "25 laps to go, going to be going green with 23 or 22 to go, so should be able to make it. Just want to be safe, have that extra insurance in case of a late caution that breeds in overtime." And yeah, most of the field coming back down for extra fuel. Well, now might be a good time to try and talk about our playoff bracket. So we have 10 drivers making it in originally, and they will race 3 tracks: New Orleans, Watkins Glen, and North Wilkesboro Speedway, to complete that round. And you see the 2 yellow names at the top. The 2 highest drivers from the regular season points will automatically advance to the competitor round. So there will be a points reset in the wild card round, and playoff points will be added on to that reset in the wildcard round. So the top 2 seeds going into the wildcard round advance to the competitor, and then the highest 2 drivers in points after the wildcard round will move on to the competitor round, where there will be another points reset, and then any playoff points earned in the wildcard round will be added onto that in the competitor round. So the 2 drivers that advance have an incentive to race through the wildcard round. They don't just get a free, get out of jail free card, for lack of better terms. But the 2 drivers out of that will then move on to the championship duel, and they will fight it out 1v1 at Charlotte for the championship. And there will be another points reset, but there will be no playoff points added on. So it's just whoever gets the best finish, mano a mano. I believe we're going green this time. They're doubled up. Yep, going green this time. So there's a look at the playoff bracket as we near the postseason. But we still got to settle things at Atlanta here. Going green with 22 laps to go in the Pennzoil 400. We're back green. Torino on the jump from Hellhound. 66 hanging on the outside, though. Oh, contact into one. Torino back out, or trying to maintain the lead from the 29 of Nick now. Nick having to block the 31 as well. 66 back to the back bumper for the 69, and he will clear and drop right to the bottom. A great move from the D2 driver Hellhound, driving the Bear Motorsports development car, looking for the lead here at Atlanta. He's going to lead that lap as we come to 21 to go. Side by side with the 39. Past champion of this series, of the Napa Auto Parts Cup Series, Torino in that 39. Now back to a part-time seat in his team, Drone Strike Racing. Taking more of an ownership role this season than a driver. Currently sitting in second, though, behind the 66. Might try and pull away with him as he did with the 26 twice. We'll see if he can get that Chevy hooked up, though, because he's been with a Ford, his teammate, both other times. So we'll see if they can do the same thing. Also, not being teammates, not having that same time together and that same history, that same chemistry as we come to 20 laps to go now. Oh, contact in the back, 62 below the line. Ooh, pops up on two wheels even. Goes to 48 now. To the 8 of his teammate. That's the 39. Looks to the inside on the striking. Flicker's going to move up and go with him. Oh, we got cars around in the back. That was the 31 of Zach spinning through turn 4. And we will stay green. Focusing back up front, though. Torino did get by the 66, but he's got his teammate right behind him, Flicker, trying to hold him up there. Flicker giving him a good push down the backstretch. Going to pull him even with the 39. Might even push him past him here. Oh, moved him up. Oh, big checkup for Flicker, trying to get his teammate back down in front of him. Here comes the 26 now to his teammate. Looking like Bear versus DSR up front here. Within 20 laps to go at Atlanta. Chevy's on the bottom, Ford's on the top. Can they clear? Yes, they will. Bear Motorsports' Hellhound and Flicker able to clear Drone Strike Racing's Torino and Dragon through turns 1 and 2. Here comes the Ford. Here come the Fords, though, now mounting another run. These two have been unstoppable once they've gotten nose to tail. We'll see if the two Chevys can hold them off. Younger drivers, older team from Bear Motorsports. Quite the opposite of DSR. Dragon and Torino both been around for a while, but Drone Strike, one of the newer teams in the league, been around for, I believe, 3 years now. This is their 3rd season. Not quite able to get to the back bumper that lap. But these four have started to pull away from the field once again. Here they come. Ooh, trouble for Flicker. Barely got back in behind his teammate. Here comes the 39, though. That little checkup and that mistake gave Torino all he needed to get back up here. Dragon hanging on to the coattails. Forza and Robloxian trying to catch their Ford affiliates up here. There's 3 Dodges behind them. DSR has brought the absolute sauce this weekend in D1. Oh, contact up front. Torino now stuck to the outside of Dragon. Gonna fall in behind, though. Dragon looked to the inside of Flicker. Oh, big block. Flicker's up the track. And he's disconnected with his teammate now. Hellhound has to fend for himself against the DSR duo. Flicker trying desperately to get back up there with him. 14 laps to go from Atlanta. 66 got moved up. Can the 48 get back to his bumper in time before they clear? Trying to hang on to 66. 39. Yes, he does clear. But now Flicker's right behind his teammate. Big slide for the 26 off of 4. 66 almost to the inside of the 39. I think he's there. He is. He's there. And here comes Flicker behind him. A lot of teammate games being played up at the front here. It's Bear versus DSR, and the caution comes out. I'm unsure what that caution was for. Road is open. These guys can make it to the end on fuel, so might have some people stay out all the way around under this caution. Alright, well, we're going to be going green with under 10 laps to go from Atlanta. It's been an exciting race. We've had a lot of close racing, and we've also had some teammate battles one-on-one as runs have gone on. So, it's going to be interesting to see who goes with who late in this race. Looks like we're going to be going green with 8 laps to go here in the Pennzoil 400. $110 laps to go here. Or 110 laps the distance, and it looks like it's going to come down to this last run of under 10. Everybody chooses the bottom. Nick the first to jump up to the top, followed by 3 DS. All of DSR jumps to the top. Frando also. It's gonna be 5 on 5 coming to the restart zone. No, there's 6 on the top. Sorry, 6 on the top, 5 on the bottom. So it's Hellhound and Nick leading us back to green with 8 laps to go at Atlanta. Nick got a great restart off the top, able to immediately clear himself in front of the 66. Oh, contact. Lots of contact in the one. 4 wide now. Here comes Forza on the bottom. Storming back up from the back. Oh, the 33 gets hooked in front of the field. Collecting his teammate in the 29, but he saves it. We're good. Now here's Forza looking for the lead. Flicker underneath him. Going underneath his teammate. Gonna try and check up and let him down, and he does. And the 28 and the 31 spinning in the back. They collect themselves and keep going as the 39 also sideways. Still sideways. Door banging with his teammate there. Now Hellhound out front. His teammate behind him on the top. Forza from BTM on the bottom. Torino trying to work the top with his teammate Dragon again. Gonna be Hellhound leading us back to 6 laps to go. Got his teammate on his bumper. Oh, contact in the back. 62 around, hard into the wall. Oh, hard contact collecting his teammate. Will that be a caution? It should be a caution. I'll throw the caution. That should be a caution. Another caution, our 8th of the night. Comes with 6 laps to go here from Atlanta. Coming dangerously, or 5 to go, sorry. Dangerously close to NAPCS overtime here. Should be able to get this thing restarted in ample time to have a restart within regulation though. Hopefully, maybe not. Pit road is open. Got a couple takers. Oh no, nobody came. Everybody staying out too late, so give up track position. Everybody is secure on fuel to the end, so gonna be a mad dash to the end here. Should be going green with 2 to go. So we might be able to get this thing done and over with in regulation. 110 laps, 400 miles. Got a fairly strong field for racing on Easter Sunday. Happy Easter, by the way. So definitely pleased about that. I was a little worried we wouldn't have any drivers because it's Easter. Scheduling error is the only reason we're racing tonight. But it's been a good one to close out Easter weekend. Holy Week. Well, I guess Holy Weekend is yesterday, but whatever. Easter weekend. Second time pitting. Nobody comes. And we will be going green this time. Here they come to the choose. More of the same this time. All of DSR on the top and all of DRC on the top as well. That's present. Supreme gonna be leading the top lane. Hellhound gonna lead the bottom. Back to green. Hellhound, a D2 driver, has never won in D1, but he's got a chance tonight. Green flag from Atlanta. An even restart between the 33 and the 66. Teammates pushing each other down into turn 1. Hellhound able to clear. Here comes Forza to the inside of the 48. And he gets moved up by the 26. 3 wide for second off of turn 2. 2 dodges side by side behind him. Flicker drops back to the 3rd row. Hellhound trying to keep them all back. Dragon clears to second. Got no teammates in the mirror, though. Gonna be a hellhound. Bringing us to the white flag at Atlanta. 1.5 miles to go. Contact in the back as they come across the stripe to the white. Here comes the 26 to the inside. No teammates in sight for either of these drivers. The 26 and the 66 bumper to bumper off of turn 2. Forza looking on from third. Can he get his 5th win of the season? If these two get together, the 47's in the catbird seat. Here comes the 66 with a run. Looking to the outside. Not there. 26 covering. Here he comes to the outside. Off of turn 4. Slide for the 26. Doesn't matter. Dragon is going to get his first Cup Series triumph at Atlanta. Hellhound bringing it home second in the Bear Motorsports development car. Forza third. You see the rest of the results on the ticker here. Nick bringing it home fourth. First Napa Auto Parts Cup Series win for Dragon, driver of the number 26 for Drone Strike Racing. And he earned it. Had a great car, great teamwork all night. Oh wait, finishes under review though. So we'll see. As we await word on the finishing results, let's take a quick break. Alright, well, it has just come in. Dragon will remain the winner tonight from Atlanta. So he'll get to burn it down on the front stretch here. This very wide front stretch here at Atlanta. In front of all the fans. A sold out crowd tonight. And they got a show. Multi-wide racing all night. 4 wide, even 6 wide at times. And Dragon able to put that number 26 Ford Mustang in victory lane here tonight. After a very good showing. Finally getting that first Cup Series win. And we will have an interview with him shortly. Alright, let's see if we can grab it for an interview. Dragon, you got me? You want an interview? Hello. No words from the winner. Okay. That hurts my feelings. All right, let's see who we can get. Let's talk to Hellhound, our second place finisher. Here with the driver of the number 66 Barrymore Sports Development card, Hellhound. After a very strong performance, best D1 race of your career, so close to that first win, coming home second after a late restart. But tell me how you're feeling after that close one, and yeah, take me through your emotions.
Damn, I was damn. I was so close, but like I'm still not mad about my performance. I'll take it. I'll take it.
Yeah, ran a very good race. You and your teammate Flicker were looked like y'all had it made coming late, but until that late caution, it was just gonna be you and him versus Dragon and Torino. So that was gonna be exciting to watch. But yeah, good performance by you and your teammate, and
Appreciate it.
yeah, we'll see you next weekend in D2 in the All Star race.
Like that.
Why is everybody in here now? What the hell? Oh, hello, Dragon. Dragon, are you gonna talk to me now? No, you unmuted just to taunt me. Okay.
I didn't know I could speak.
What?
Like, am I allowed to speak now? Like, do you want to do you want to hear?
Yes, yes. I was asking for that. Yes.
What's your question?
Well, congrats on the win. You ran a great race with your teammate here and brought it home. So tell me how you're feeling getting that first Cup Series win.
Yeah, it feels good. Like, it was a long time coming. Like, it felt like it felt like I was so close to victory a couple of times in the series, and to finally grab it, it's awesome.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. So, congrats on the win, and you just locked yourself into the All Star race next weekend with that. So we'll see you there, and good luck.
Yeah, thank you.
I guess I'll interview you since you're in here now, Tom, since you're right here with your teammate. So, Tom, your driver getting his first win of the season. You ran a very great race. Um, y'all had the best teamwork all night. You know, pulling out to multiple second leads multiple times. So, tell me how the car was, and tell me how proud you are of Dragon.
I hate to be corny, but teamwork does make the dream work. You should have been in the voice chat, man. It was back season 7, man, when I was allegedly rigging the cars, man, to our team's favor. But really, honestly, they don't understand what the stuff, the advancements that you do to make sure that doesn't happen anymore, or if it were to happen, it won't happen. Anyways, um, teamwork was key. Good old 90s, 80s tandem racing, plate racing, that's what was working well. They were all back there. I'm gonna be honest with you. We were fortunate to get up there, and once we got out there, we just gunned it. So teamwork was very very critical, and that's just something that everybody else missed. When they got it, it was too late. Um,
Yeah.
so unfortunately, but if they weren't trying to cause all those mishaps and cautions like a bunch of crabs in a pot of hot water, we would have definitely had a DSR 1, 2, maybe 3. So again, I'm proud of Zach. I'm happy to have him here.
That's Dragon.
We this what did I say?
You said Zach.
Oh shit! I'm proud of see. You know me. It's late at night. I get a little bit loopy. I'm proud
You're
of
good. You're
Dragon.
good.
Great guy. I really appreciate him. This win was really needed for the team. And hopefully we can continue this going on to I forgot what track's next, but in
Phoenix,
the future.
the All Star.
The All Star race, yeah. Hopefully he can get. He won All Star race 2 times, 2 times. So hopefully he can get a third
Hey.
check. Um, so very happy for him on that.
Yeah, man. Congrats on the first DSR win of the season, and yeah. Well, are you gonna be racing in the All Star Opens?
What track are we going to?
Phoenix.
Phoenix, probably not.
All right. Well, hopefully we'll see you at the track in support of your drivers, and yeah. Thanks for talking to me. Congrats.
Thank you.
Alrighty. Let's see. Let's go to Supreme. I can always count on Supreme for a post-race interview. I'm here with the driver of the number 33, Supreme, post-race from Atlanta.
Okay. Hello, uh, the viewers, three viewers. It looks like.
Oh, well, yeah. Supreme, you ran a solid race for your home track. DRT wasn't their strongest race, but I'm sure after 2 straight back-to-back wins, um, a bit of a down race isn't too something to cry about. So, tell me how the car was. Tell me how your team works, or how your teammates played or drove. So, yeah, just talk to me.
Uh, I don't know what to say. I mean, team overall is was just kind of janky. We have Nick came back after like I don't know how long. Like he's and like yeah, kind of put Frando in a bad spot. Had a chance to be in that line for the final lap, and it kind of just left him to dry. So that's gonna have to get figured out. But me and Frando definitely should have been probably should have been running up for our race, but those things just didn't really go as. And I mean, Frando was like he was in his dead last. Looks like, and I came home with a top 5, but it's kind of like a bittersweet top 5. Feels like everyone's just been all over the place all race. I mean, the package kind of just a little weird. Like sometimes the package want to work, sometimes it doesn't. Not a knock on the people who make these cars, but it's just like it's odd to me. Not complaining because I 4th straight top 5. Don't know where Flicker placed. I think he finished 2 positions behind me. Hopefully, with me being 7 points back of him, hopefully I can take second place in points. Though it's only midway through the season, but if we keep putting up top 5, we'll definitely get that buy that we really need because that puts us in the final 4 immediately. And considering that the final 4 tracks are in my favor, winning 2 of those tracks in the last my career will definitely be very strong at those tracks. But other than that, um, day for the Haveline Dodge 33. But other than that, it's just luckily next weekend's the All Star race. We'll probably race that, but yeah, well, it's a good chance for us to regroup and prepare for. I don't remember what it is, but I think it's Milwaukee. Help us prepare for Milwaukee, hopefully. But yeah, thank you for having me here.
Yeah, man. Thanks for talking to me, and we'll see. Sorry, I'm a little distracted. Sorry. We'll see you next weekend in the All Star race. Well, actually, no, you're in the Opens. Sorry. We'll see you in the All Star Opens.
I'm winning the Open. I don't care.
All right. Well, we'll see about that next weekend. Thanks for talking to me, Supreme.
I'm a short track ace though, for real.
All right. Well, I believe that will conclude our coverage of the Pennzoil 400 from the Atlanta Motor Speedway. It was Dragon getting his first Napa Auto Parts Cup Series triumph here tonight. And next weekend, it'll be a exhibition race, but still something to be won. The All-Star races for both divisions will be taking place next weekend. Same time as always, but we will have open races on Fridays when we usually would have practice 1, which is not broadcasted. So another day of NAPRA content to tune into. So I hope I will see you all tuning into that next week. And yeah, this is King signing off.